my first amikinder video. I made some, possibly two, on the CBYXers channel, but apparently they threw that in the garbage, so we're not even talking about that anymore. Embarrassing moments in Deutschland. There are really, really awkward times here, and I'm wondering if anyone else has realized this. Have you guys realized this? That I've had some of the most awkward moments of my life here, like at tables when no one knows what to say and we're all standing there and looking around. There's no word for that in Deutsch. There's a word for that in English, it's called awkward, but there's no direct translation for the word awkward into Deutsch. Peinlich is embarrassing, and that's about as close as it gets, but I mean, there's just these, when no one's saying anything at dinner or something and everyone's just kind of twiddling their thumbs, but no one does anything, and this happens often. So I'm just wondering if anyone else has noticed that. Some embarrassing moments for me. In my first family, in Celle, I had two older brothers and I had a mom and a dad, and they kept saying, "Oh, you're a big girl, you're still a big girl, just wait, you're a big girl." And I kept saying, "No, I'm a young woman." So I thought auf Deutsch, that would be Jungfrau. So I kept going around the house going, "I'm a Jungfrau, I'm a Jungfrau." But if anyone knows German, Jungfrau means virgin, and junge Frau means young woman. So the whole time I'm running around in a house with three men going, I'm a virgin," and no one's telling me. So then I used it in my speech when I told people this story. They thought it was hysterical, and they started cracking up because the whole time my family was laughing, but they were laughing at me because I'm running around the house saying I'm a virgin, which I thought was funny, but no one told me until way, way, way too late when I had said it at least 20 times. So that was awkward and embarrassing. Another one. Okay, but this was in the new house. We had something like egg salad with egg whites and egg salad. We all know egg salad. And everyone had a little bowl of egg salad and then some brot and then meat and what. And so then I look at the egg salad and I'm like, that looks delicious. So then I take my fork and I start eating it. And in a few seconds, it's all gone. And then my whole family is looking at me. And I'm looking around. Huh? What? And they're like, "Oh, you ate it all without brot." And I'm like, "Yeah, egg salad." And they all started cracking up because you're supposed to put it on the bread and then eat the bread with the egg salad. The egg salad's just a topping. So basically, in their eyes, I just ate like a whole cup of like honey mustard or ketchup because I just ate all the egg salad, which is actually a condiment here and not just like a food that we eat when we go to barbecues or something. One of the most embarrassing moments I've had here, I was talking to the Mexican exchange student. For the first time, we actually had a real conversation, and being an American, I said, "Yeah, have you ever been to America?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I've been to most of the South, I've been to Disneyland, and I've been to Dallas, and I've been to other places," and of course, in my American mind, the next question was, "Do you want to become a citizen of America?" And I said it without even thinking. Do you want to be a citizen of America? And I realized afterwards how, like, offensive and stereotypical that was. And then I tried to, like, tell him that it was okay that I did that by being like, "Well, you said that you've been to America a lot, so maybe you want to be a citizen." But he just, like, laughed at it, said that he thought that I wasn't a typical American, but that now that I said that, I definitely was in his mind. But I just think that's so funny. Have you ever been to America? Yes. Do you want to become a citizen of America? That's how we think. Really, it's not good. Mexicans in America are like Turkish people in Germany. Honestly, that's what they think. That's like the comparison. I don't know, now we're getting into racist things, let's not go there. Before I came here, I was kind of into beatboxing for a few minutes, and I'm not really good at it, but I watched some videos of, like, the world beatboxing competition, and one of the guys was from Germany, and I was like, holy shit, this is so great, he's from Germany, and blah blah blah, and I watched the video, and I didn't understand a word, but I still thought he was great, and I went back a few days ago, and I watched it again, and it was really cool because I understood almost all of it, which was really, really nice. And it kind of, like, the whole time you don't really notice that you're learning so much unless you see something like that, something that you saw a long time ago, and then all of a sudden, bam, you see it again, except this time it suddenly makes sense. Yeah, is anyone keeping a journal? Because I've made, like, 3 journal entries, and I have all of 4 pages in my diary. And another thing, I have 24 women in my class and 1 guy. I don't even know what that is. What is that? That doesn't make any sense to me. I was on YouTube, like always, and I found a German film, and it's quite possibly one of my favorite films ever. The acting is amazing. The German people are gorgeous. The theme is something that American people know a lot about, World War II, but it's about the Hitler schools where they like train the German youth, but it's from a German perspective because a German person wrote it. Obviously, it's called NAPOLA, or in America the movie was called Before the Fall, but it's really, really, really good, and it's helped me a lot with learning German. I mean, kind of scary German because it's yelled half the time, but good German nonetheless. I find that making friends here is really difficult because, and it's making friends because talking to people is really easy. It's really easy to walk up to someone and say, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And they'll be nice to you because they know that you're an exchange student, and that's the only reason. Or they'll help you out in school, they'll help you get your books, they'll talk to a teacher for you if you don't understand what they're saying and the teacher's being angry. But they're not really your friends. Like, if you ask them to do something with you after school, they won't know what to say, or it'll be another one of those awkward German moments where no one says anything. I find that a lot, that you don't really know who your friends are, because they could just be being nice to you, just being polite, and they're not really your friends. And we need to come up with a schedule, really, because we're kind of killing amikinder this year. We have, like, no videos. Maybe next time I can do a tour of my house. So what kind of awkward moments have you guys been in, or what kind of awkward things, embarrassing moments, things of that nature have you done? Because I think that's what's going to constitute for like 50% of our time in Deutschland.